They act like iPhone users.
Yes.
Oh my God. Next question. Let's move on.
Yes, I can relate to that. I'm Android, so
Let's move on.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I get it now.
yeah, that's
Let's
exactly
move
how
on
they
from
act.
this conversation.
Like they just so above everybody. It's above it.
Let's move.
My
Let's
Android
have
works
an
just
iPhone.
as fine.
Yeah,
Are you
come
talking
on.
to me? Can you FaceTime me? Okay, well,
That's
you're
not the case because there's a lot of iPhone users. They phone crack. You can see directly inside of the phone. Man, then now you get a finger. If you mess with their phone, you get a cut finger messing with them folks' phone. Damn, iPhone users. Go ahead.
But if you hand them a Samsung, they'd probably be like, "No, I wouldn't dare use it."
See, to me,
It's
Android is like a
different.
good Chevy Ford car, built tough,
It's
lasts long.
different.
iPhone, it's like one of them foreigns that breaks down every other day.
It's,
The new
it's
version every other
different.
month. Woo! Yes, sir. Welcome to the Just Acting Up show, man. It's your boy, Big Chris, man. I'm just a little tired right now. I was partying because, I'm learning that we're taking this a little too far with this chair thing. We need to go ahead and let it go. It's had its run. It had its 5 minutes of fame. I mean, because look at me last night. And I'm still tired. I'm like, man, I'm who's out to like 4 in the morning, man. Anyway, what's up, man? We got Tashay in the house. What's up, Tashay?
Hello, how are y'all?
That's right. That's right. And Mike, what's up, Mike?
Yeah, what's up? Here's the thing about those chairs that people don't sleep. I hope people don't sleep on because I'm on my investment tip. Somebody needs to find out who makes those chairs and invest in their stock because I'm pretty sure that all folding chair stock that went up through the roof. So put your money in folding chairs. You'll be surprised, man. That done went viral. So I'm pretty sure they ain't never seen this increase of folding chairs in their life. Everybody getting a folding chair.
Chair coming out with the bottle girls, like a bottle girl. I'm like, what is it?
A man told me something wrong the other day. I'm like, where my folding chair at?
I seen somebody line dancing with the chair early this morning. That whole line dance just. I'm like,
the memes are hilarious, but that red beam on the folding chair, funny.
Yeah. No, for sure. And of course, our host Jaffe is not here. He's out. He's working on assignment. He's shooting a western.
Shooting a western.
We're going to hold it down for him while he's gone. So we got a great show lined up for you today. So just stay tuned, stay locked. Just Acting Up show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the big stage. That's right. But before we get to the big stage, remember, we need you to do something for us. Please. Tell a kid, tell a friend. Like, follow, comment, and what?
Subscribe.
There you go. Just Acting Up show, man. We need you to spread the word. We got a good show. Don't share it to yourself. Tell somebody.
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
Yeah. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
All right. So, first and foremost, hearts going out to everybody over in Hawaii. The Maui fires that's going on. Firefighters been battling those fires for a while now. It's killed at least 80 people so far that they found. Leveled entire communities. They've even made some progress in containing the blaze, but search and rescue continues to find more people. They're looking at estimated right now 5.52 billion to rebuild after the wildfires are done. So, and there's a lot of people still missing. So, please, you got family over there. We're praying for anyone and everyone over there, first and foremost. So.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I seen on the news, there was this story about this guy. He was saying like how he actually had to jump into the ocean to keep from getting burned from the fire. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And he was talking about when he came back out the water, just kind of seeing what he saw. He was like, I just seen destruction, and he was crying. It was just so moving. Like, I'm definitely praying for Hawaii and, looking to see what we could do to help.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's a sad situation. Two things that got me. One is Joe Biden just sent like billions of dollars to Ukraine. Like he just sent that. And I'm like, all right, there's problems in your own backyard. I don't get when politicians do that. Maybe it's misled in the media. And it's like when you have something going on in your backyard, you send money and aid to other countries. So I don't know. I still don't get the politics. All presidents seem like they have done it before in the past. But yeah, those fires are something serious. And then also too, this ozone, our environment is crazy. And it needs to have some attention because in Texas alone, in Houston, man, it's been 100 plus every day.
Yeah.
Every day has been 100 plus. If you add up June, July, and we're just in the middle of August, that's like over 1,000 degrees that we had to experience every day for 7 days.
Yeah, global
So
warming is real.
global warming is very real, and I don't know why people are ignoring it, but it's only gonna get worse and worse until we take care of the place that we live in. So I
Yeah.
just want to put that out there.
I know. I seen this one video where this car was driving by in the fire. They were trying to get to safety, and it was a woman passed out on the ground, and the dude holding the camera was like, "Just keep going, keep going. She's already out." I'm just like, wow, this is wild. Like some people still. It's just like, man, just to see all the destruction. It looked like something out of a movie. It looked
Yeah.
like something
I
out of
mean, that was paradise. That was paradise. That's where, you go for the most beautiful sights to see and I'm just at awe at like how quickly it happened. Like people were saying they barely like they got a warning, and then next thing you know, they look out, it's there. Like they didn't have no time to really get out and evacuate the right way. It's just the way it was handled just
it was
don't
missing.
seem like it's being handled properly. And the hard part about it is it's not like it's happening here in the States where we can just get into a truck, drive, and go and render aid. Like for say if it was in Missouri or something, whatever. We could drive there to go help. But being that they're where they're at, it's hard for us to really be able to get there to help. So it's like we got to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna need a lot of
Yeah.
assistance moving forward. So definitely prayers and blessings to everybody over there. On to lighter news. We all seen the video. Uh, this one started with an assault because they assaulted this man who was just doing his job. If anybody know anything about boats and docking and stuff, like, they have a dock manager. And the dock manager, they had this, it was a class reunion, 1975, class reunion that was on this boat. And they have a big ship full of people that was trying to come in. And it was a small boat that parked where they weren't supposed to. And the dock manager tried to inform them to, you need to move your boat. But 40,
Move
30
your
minutes, they didn't move it. So
goddamn
he
boat.
started to move it himself. And instead of moving their boat, what did they do? They proceeded to jump him. And shout out to the young man that jumped in that water.
Man, he's the hero. He's the
I think
yeah.
Ricky Smiley said it, but it's like we all seem like our uncle, our dad, or somebody that was just getting jumped like in front of us. You got a boat full of black people. right here, you gonna just jump this man in front of all these folks. And so as soon as that boat docks, it really broke out then. And all the folks, y'all seen the video, the chair and the water.
The chair and the this and the two men back because the Avengers came in. Yeah, you know, all that.
Let me tell y'all something. I was proud of everybody. The young, the old, the women, everybody, baby, because the women was beating the women ass. The men was beating the men ass. And it looked like it was just some ass whooping from a long time ago that had to happen. And it just bust all over the goddamn deck. It was ass getting whooped everywhere. Do you hear me? But the most valuable moment to me was when that police officer pushed that little lady, pushed her little ass out the way. He don't know she had to got pushed into him. He didn't even care. He just, boom. He went to tumbling. I said, Lord, now she know how it feels.
Now, there was some
to be discriminated against. That man didn't care. The police officer did not care. You can get pushed too, little lady.
Now there were some charges that were filed. 5 people were charged. Maria Todd, 21, Richard Roberts, 48, Alan Todd, 23, Zachary Shipman, 25. They all face a count of third-degree assault, and one faces 2 counts of third-degree assault. And now the guy that they said they wanted to have a conversation with in the press conference, they did charge him with a misdemeanor for disorderly conduct. And so a warrant was issued for him, but yeah, they just charged him with a misdemeanor.
What, the one with the chair?
With the chair.
Yeah.
Okay, he good then. He praise God. He only got a misdemeanor. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't see why they even had to talk to that man. They see what happened. He was defending the black people.
Yeah, what he had to
He's
do.
a hero.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
I think
he should be awarded something.
I think he would have been good. I think once they said they seen a chair, like, on camera.
Yeah, that was a little bit. Yeah. They like, that's a little bit too much, because you know if they could have went both ways. Like they could have hit him with like assault with a deadly weapon, because that could gave the lady a brain of blah 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 whatever.
And you know the mayor. I don't know if he's their first black mayor, but they have a black mayor right now too. So he really wasn't, taking this lightly.
He wasn't too pleased.
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased.
But you be all right, man.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those situations where it's like, you really can't, because the way that they jumped him made everything that happened on that dock okay, because that was totally wrong. I mean, one woman spit on him, she kicked him, and then the guys jumped him, pushed him, tried to choke him, wrestled him down to the ground, 3 or 4 to 1. Come on.
Yeah. And it's like people are tired. We're tired of seeing injustices done with nothing being done.
Exactly.
Yep. So they had to write one today because we was ready.
Yeah, everybody can't. It's just like you said, it's frustration. It's been bowled over. We just seen it happen to us plenty of times. And I strongly believe, and I forgot who said this, but if nobody intervened, that old man probably would have been seriously hurt, or he would have been dead, because they literally jumped on an old man.
Right.
That old man was holding his own, though. I like the way how he he flicked that.
I've seen so many memes. They got the back signal.
Fuck it.
He threw it up high. He's like, yo.
Yeah. But hey,
but he was whooping old dude ass, and I think for a second they thought that that little old guy wasn't gonna be able to hold his own, but honey, he started getting the best of that boy. I don't know how old that man was, but I don't think he was expecting for that little old black man to be able to whoop his ass like that. Nah. And when he started attacking that ass, then they decided to jump in. And that just further let me know that y'all talk about, y'all got this little song about don't try it in a small town. Y'all need to understand the whole point of the fact is y'all don't need to try it nowhere. Y'all need to start minding y'all business and leaving people alone and showing people some respect.
Yeah.
Because that ass whooping can get handed at any point in time.
I'm proud of my Black people. We came together. It's always been a notion with us that we don't come together, but we came together.
It's one of those things where they messed
Perfect.
around and they found out. So moving on.
It was perfectly done.
Louis Farrakhan meme.
Yes. So the NBA inducted their Hall of Famers for this year. Greg Popovich being amongst them, the all-time leading coach in wins. Paul Gasol, Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker, and Becky Hammond and Dwayne Wade. So that's a good class.
Very good class. Very good class.
Very good class. People who's not familiar with Becky Hammond, who used to play for the Liberty. She was like the first full-time assistant coach in the league, won the summer league stuff. Like, so she's been a lot of firsts in the league. So it's good to see her in that mix as well. So that's a good class.
Nice.
Way to go.
Yeah. And also, NFL football is back. Mike is back this week, so I guess I gotta hear about that ugly jersey that's behind him. But before we talk
about towels, the whole thing, trash can. Come on now, put some respect on my name. But it's preseason. I don't yell about preseason. I don't get all up excited. Yeah, it's preseason.
Well, y'all played the Buccaneers up 27-17.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, he put on a little show, and yeah, they won. Well, no, we won, so yeah, it's all good.
Of course, my Texans, we handle business 20-9. The offense looks okay. It was the first little timeout for Stroud to see what he can do.
And he threw a pick.
Hey, I'd rather him struggle now and then
struggle in the season. Yeah, I got you. I got
find his feet by the time the season get here. So he still got time. So we just warming up. So happy to see what's coming with the season. So yeah. Other than that, ready for that tailgate to start. We're gonna have to do a tailgate this year.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna have a half jersey.
A half jersey? What does that mean? You got two teams.
It's gonna be half one and half the other.
Okay.
And what's the other?
The Texans and the Saints.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Y'all gotta stop it with this 2-team thing. They can't do that, man. Stop it. So when one team make it, the other team do good. When my other team do, man, come on, man.
Whichever side is doing that thing, that's the side I'm gonna be showing. I'm gonna be like,
see, and then you sound just like somebody I know personally. My wife, I'll just go with the other team. Man, come on. And then when they play the Super Bowl, I like the color of their jersey. I hope they win.
Yes. I used to like the blue team. What is that? Carolina. I just like that color. No, I didn't like. No, it wasn't the dark blue. It was like a light, pretty blue. I was like, I like that team. And somebody was like, why? I was like, I just like the color of the jersey.
Yeah. See, there you go. That don't count.
It counts. It's hard work. Let me tell you, I could wear pink with that jersey. I can't wear pink with your Steelers jersey. I can't wear pink. Pink really didn't go really great with Green Bay. I could probably do the Buccaneers, maybe, but Texans, no.
She ran with the
Saints, no.
She picks her team on color coordination.
San Francisco, no. Raiders, I don't know. Yeah, it got to match my pink shoes.
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
My pink Air Forces.
That's crazy.
Nah, it's all good. Hey, as long as we all have, however you pick your team, as long as it's not the Cowboys, you're A-okay with me.
As long as it's not the Cowboys, you're fine with me too. We may be at odds with our respective teams, but hey, as long as you ain't a Cowboy, you good with me.
Yeah.
So wait, okay. Both of y'all like other teams outside the Cowboys. So what is it about the Cowboys that you hate the most?
The Cowboys. They fans.
They entitled. They just entitled. Like
every year
fan base is so entitled. You know,
I have somebody that I work with that every day he accosts me about the Cowboys. I grew up in the household with my stepdad and my little brother are Cowboys fans. It was always talking these
trash.
Cowboys.
Always.
They never. When the last time they won?
So like they act like iPhone users.
Yes.
Oh my God. Next question. Let's move on.
Yes, I can relate to that. I'm Android, so
Let's move on,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, I get it now.
yeah, that's
Let's
exactly
move
how
on
they
from
act.
this conversation,
Like they just so
please.
above everybody. It's above me.
Let's move.
My
I
Let's
Android
have
move.
an
works just
iPhone.
as fine as
Yeah,
Are you
come
iPhone.
talking
on.
to me? Can you FaceTime me? Okay, well
That's
you're
not
busy.
the case because there's a lot of iPhone users. They phone crack. You can see directly inside of the phone. Man, then you get a finger. If you mess with their phone, you get a cut finger messing with them folks' phone. Damn,
I,
iPhone users. Go
but
ahead.
if you hand them a Samsung, they'd probably be like, "No, I wouldn't dare use it."
See, to me,
It's
Android is like a
different.
good Chevy Ford car, built tough,
It's
lasts long.
different.
iPhone, same one of them foreigns that breaks down every other day,
It's
the new
it's
version every other
different.
month.
No, so look, if you can find someone that has like the most cracked up damn iPhone, right?
Right.
You can offer them the brand new Galaxy,
They
whatever,
ain't
whatever.
taking
They
that. They
is
ain't
not
taking
gonna
that.
take them. They is not gonna take it. You know what they're gonna do? They're
What?
gonna keep their raggedy iPhone. Why? Because they feel like it's beneath
No,
them
it's
anything
not.
less
You just
than
get
an
used.
iPhone.
You just get used to the format. You get used to it. It's hard to explain, but they gonna keep it. I'm sorry. They gonna get all kind of finger blisters messing with that damn phone. I don't give a damn.
They're
They
not
gonna
gonna
keep
do it.
it. They gonna all that are they talking on their phone crack, all that radiology hitting them on the face. They gonna grow an extra ear. Nobody care. And
They're not gonna do it.
they ain't gonna get it fixed neither. They gonna keep rocking with it until the generation next one come out. Then they eventually trade it in. Shout out to all my
I,
iPhone users.
and I did hear that a new iPhone is coming out.
It come out
It may
every
be like
September.
no, is it September that this one's coming out? No, I think it's coming out in October.
Well, they can have it.
Drop that on y'all real quick. It's a new iPhone coming out in October.
They can have it. Invest in Apple stock. That's my tip for the day.
Y'all should definitely do that.
That's right.
Moving on.
All right, coming up, Critics Corner, where somebody's looking for a little retribution, so to speak. And another show comes back with Forrest, not to mention, they say some people got a heart cold as ice. Well, this person has a heart of stone. So check out the Critics Corner coming up right here on the Just Acting Up show. Stay live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Critics Corner, right here on the Just Acting Up show. And before we move on, we always like to shout out our boy Ja. Be sure to check out his page, the Joffy's VIP Room. You know, where he do in-depth movie reviews on certain shows and TV shows, whatever. More in-depth than we go on here. You know, we kind of touch it here, do the layup. He dunks it over there with the deep in-depth.
Yeah.
You know, those good reviews. So check that out. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So there's a new movie coming out. Your boy, Mr. Taken himself, Liam Neeson, coming out with a new movie called Retribution.
Oh God, what is this one about?
Yeah, Retribution looks like a pretty good movie. It's about a bank executive who receives a bomb threat while driving his kids to school, and you know, he's threatened with the bomb being on his car. And he first he was like, he ain't got no bomb, but then he sees
the car next to him blow up.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a pretty good movie. It looks like it's like that good vintage Liam Neeson that we all know.
Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to him.
Yes.
He gonna keep himself busy.
Yes, definitely. He's always doing something once he stop being. Well, I ain't gonna say that about him.
No, but I mean, he always like his movies are so filled with the action and suspense and just have you locked in. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that. And then
Chris was about to go in, but we're gonna move
yeah, Mike already know.
on.
Chris, don't go in.
We'll talk about that off
Yeah.
but also the Lakeith Stanfield is coming back with an Apple TV series. It's a sci-fi horror called The Changeling. And it looks pretty good. Like it's like a story where he was trying to get with this girl, kept asking her out. She said, "No, I'm about to go cross country here to do this, this, and this." But she comes back and they start dating. But she was like, "Well, while I was here, they told me not to go to this river, and I went anyway." And I guess she got some kind of demon possessed thing that came to her, and they didn't had a family and stuff, and now it's after them. She's like cursed in a way. So yeah, looks like a pretty good horror flick.
Like horror.
If they're, that's like an Adam and Eve type thing. Don't eat the apple, Eve.
Yeah.
She did it anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
They told you not to get in that water. She did it anyway. Damn it.
I don't.
Looking at the trailer.
She found out, didn't she? She found out what that water be like.
Well, looking at the trailer, she only had one rule. She said they wouldn't come after her if she didn't never cut the little string that they wrapped around her wrist. And it was like the thinnest piece of little string, but for whatever reason, it was cut.
And boy, so she went in the water and she cut the string. Yeah. God damn it.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Now you lost me with this damn string.
She didn't have to
see the trailer
to
see what I'm talking about. But the trailer was like they wrapped a little thin piece of string around her wrist, and the lady at the river told her as long as she doesn't cut the string or remove the string, the demons won't come after her or whatever won't come after them. But at some point during the trailer, we see the little string fall off, and all kind of stuff is chasing them, and they trying to fight all this craziness. So
that sounds like a deeper meaning when you break it down. It really do sound like a deeper meaning, but I have to watch the movie to actually but this trailer is giving out some bad relationship, like toxic.
We're not doing it.
You didn't want me when you wasn't being chased. Now you come back with a demon.
And now you come back with all these demons and all these
strings.
God.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Power Book 4/4 returns September 1st, which Tommy Egan coming back. It's gonna be lights out for Christmas for somebody. Cancel Christmas, that's what it is. He says cancel Christmas.
Cancel Christmas.
So I'm looking forward to that.
So you tried to do the mean mug with it, Mike?
Christmas. Cancel Christmas.
They're promising.
I am so not caught up on Power. Like every time we talk about Power, I'd be like, "Oh man, I need to catch up."
They've been in
I'm just gonna jump back into it right wherever I want to. I'm just forget what I missed. I'm just gonna.
I would say get caught up on Tyreek's one. Tommy, you can jump right back in. You didn't really miss too much.
No.
The first season was but they saying this season is gonna be more action packed, more like. More they're gonna come with it this season. So we'll see with the season 2. But we're all ready. So and then another horror movie coming, The Last Voyage of Dedimer, starring Corey Hawkins, same guy to play Dr. Dre in Compton movie or whatever. It's about a crew of merchant on a merchant ship Demeter selling to this London country or whatever with cargo of wooden crates, and then they discover that, of course, Dracula is one of the people that's on there, and it's a whole thing trying to fight Dracula on the ship and stuff. So.
Well, these horror movies really be coming with just common sense, and you can avoid a lot of problems.
Well, I mean that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. No, sure wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Maybe they was paying a good chunk of money, and they just thought,
I need to know. Give me the manifesto, please, so I can know what's on this cargo ship, please. Oh, we don't know.
Right.
Well, then I
Like
don't
they
know.
gonna say Dracula. Like it's gonna say Dracula on
Yeah,
there.
that's why I said we don't know. Then I don't go.
Look, you can get the manifesto. It's not gonna say It's not gonna say box of Charmin, Dracula.
A demon, a vampire. You're gonna be in the middle of the ocean, maybe. If this happened, this is the protocol. Now I'm clean off.
No.
Yeah.
That's why
Mm-mm.
we
So like
survived.
he was supposed to be taking Dracula back home to where he's from or something.
I'm pretty
And
sure
Dracula
he was
woke
an
up like,
escapee.
I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. It
Because
was
there's
the
a whole
same.
bunch of other white folks on that boat.
Yeah.
He just the only black person there. So I'm pretty sure how the story gonna go. He just got on that boat to go somewhere and they didn't know he was on that boat.
Yeah, because they said it was unmarked. They were delivering unmarked cargo, so they didn't know what the cargo was. They just knew they was delivering this.
I like me a vampire movie though. I don't know about y'all, but did y'all ever watch True Blood?
Oh man, my sister used to love True Blood.
Oh man, I hated that they canceled that show or that not show, but I hate that they stopped making more episodes of it. Me and my husband used to watch True Blood all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to my friend Jennifer. She the one who put me on to True Blood. But yeah, I like me a vampire show, movie, or whatever. So I probably will watch this show. But yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like a cool little movie.
Yeah, so y'all check that out. That's hitting theaters soon, and also hitting Netflix this week was Heart of Stone, starring Gadot, Wonder Woman herself. It's about a operative Rachel Stone as an intelligence agent, and she's fighting global powers that be for peace. Yeah, so it looks like a good movie, one of those good old fashioned spy movies.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely looks like a good watch. It's Side note, Gadot came out and said, I didn't watch the full article or read the article, but she said she's thought of a way to bring her character back in Fast and Furious. I'm like, might as well.
You know.
Right? Everybody else came back. Shit.
Everybody else came back. If Netflix has pretty much a good majority of all of the Fast and Furious. Well, the core ones. I know they got Fast 5, and I just came to the realization that Wonder Woman was on there. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot she was on there. And then Miss Marvel, she was on there as well too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had The Rock, of course, and then Jason Statham. So yeah, man, they can crack jokes all day long about Fast and Furious, but Fast and Furious has a lineup.
They do. A serious lineup.
Serious lineup, seriously. Yeah. And it was being consecutive, like, bro, like, we're old. 2001 was when the first one came out. And it's like, damn. Right. If you honestly look back at it, they have been the core of all these action movies,
Yeah.
And they have gotten better. Like, each time they put out something, it has been different. It has given us like, wow, I never thought about that. They was all in Mexico in caves, and I mean, they come on now, they've brought it, and to say that they're still bringing it and still coming up with new things and stuff like that's amazing.
Yeah, and man, if you honestly think, all jokes aside, they've been putting in the work for years. So shout out to everybody in that Fast and Furious franchise and Vin Diesel and all those guys. Well, once it's gone, we're gonna end up missing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you think about it, all of the things that they have overcame that came their way with this, with making this movie, they've had some complications. They've had some people not come back. They've had, Brian, of course, that was sad. And then, I mean, the issues that they were having, I think they were having some kind of issues with some of the characters on there and contracts things. I mean, there's a plethora of things that could stop you from being able to continue to move forward, but they have continued to move forward despite everything and continue to keep this going. So like, that's amazing.
Yeah, you agree. No, they definitely shout out to Vin Diesel and the whole franchise. Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for Tashay's Minute.
Let's get into it. Sierra is pregnant. She revealed her cute baby bump while previewing a new song with Chris Brown called How We Roll. Also, Sexy Red said she's the raw dog queen in an interview. We ain't gonna get into it, but I just want to let y'all know Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in the case with Megan Thee Stallion. Of course, she celebrated. She's happy to get this behind her. Iggy and Mario both sent in letters to help with Tory Lane's sentencing. And let's just say, Iggy, when she responded before the letter was previewed, was totally different from what she said. She said she wasn't in support and this and that, but that letter, honey, said that she was in support, well within support of Tory Lane. So let's talk about that. Also, Kodak and Boosie, they've been having a little toss and turns with words because Boosie called out Kodak for doing a song with 6ix9ine, and Kodak was like, look, you need to make some money. You had to sell your car when you got, in trouble and stuff and you was in jail. And then Boosie came back and he was like, look, I was being smart, okay? Yeah, so they've been going back and forth. Summer Walker said she done with the humans. She want to know what them aliens be like. She tired of dealing with these human men. She say, hey, what's up to the aliens? We're going to see where they go. Also, we want to say a happy belated birthday to Whitney Houston. Her birthday was August the 9th. Hit me, Chris.
I want to dance with somebody. Hey, I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Thank you. Lil Wayne and Nas was inducted into the Billboard Hall of Fame alongside of their beautiful daughters. So we want to say congratulations to them for that. Thank y'all. It's been Tashay's Music Minutes.
All right, so thank you to Shay. She's gonna be bringing that music minute every show, y'all. So I'll be on the lookout for that. And also, let's go back to the movies here. James Gunn, he said he's gonna be making the DC animated movies theatrical releases because that's like their biggest successful product is their animated movies. And he said he's also gonna connect them to the main live action movies as well for continuity.
Yeah, nice. Shout out to James.
You're already making moves over there.
Making moves.
Yeah. And also, while we're on the superhero spectrum, they use a lot of visual effects and stuff to make all those great superhero movies happen. Well, visual effects workers are set to unionize and strike as well now. So it's looking like another group of workers. They're probably going to be going on strike, and I'm not sure how that'll impact like certain movies coming up, like Captain Marvel or Loki season 2. But the visual effects workers are now talking about striking as well.
Well,
what are we doing?
Listen, I said I put this on the chat last night. My man, Heisenberg, Walter White, he made a speech and he was out there with the writers and he was like, you're not going to replace us with robots. And you're going to pay us a decent wage so we can live and create this and that and the third. Right. So it seems like we're going to be watching shadow puppets in a minute. We're going to go back to the old days. We're going to set a campfire and everybody sit around and tell stories on how it used to be. Because these actors and writers are not playing at all.
That's crazy. I'm happy for them for sticking up for themselves and what I'm saying, trying to get what they deserve. But what is we gonna do? Like they say, what is we gonna do? What is we gonna do in the meantime?
We're about to see a lot more reality TV shows come out for sure. A lot more game shows gonna be because they're gonna run out of content soon.
They are.
Well, put us down for a game show. We're gonna have the Just Acting Up game show.
They got, they got everything in the channel. To me, it feels like they got a lot of content right now in reserve mode. But we're gonna tap into that quick. You know how this goes. You can't rewatch the same thing over and over again and expect the same So
right.
AMC is not a good investment
right now.
Right now.
Won't be no Law and Order this season.
Won't be, won't be
Yo,
no.
man,
The
do y'all
Marvel
understand?
movies and TV shows getting woo, them visual effects.
Oh yeah.
Look, let me tell y'all, it's gonna be a wave of new faces, maybe new writers. I don't know. Something's gonna give. They're gonna figure out something because you think they're gonna be just sitting there leaving all their money on the table like that?
I think this is the time for those independent to really make a splash.
Mm-hmm.
Content. Because that's where everybody's gonna have to be forced to go to there because
Yeah.
gonna be looking for new content. And when that content dries up, they're really gonna be looking towards
Well,
as much as people talk about Tubi is a great platform with a lot of good. There's some
that's
good
right.
movies on there as well. So they're gonna turn to platforms like that. They're gonna be looking. People are gonna find their content from somewhere to watch.
And
Mm-hmm.
and for people that don't realize how serious this is, the major corporations like Netflix and all of these major studios, they are going to AI technology. They are going to AI technology to use writers. They don't have to pay a writer to come out with a. They could just send it to the machine and the machine to come out with it. That's what it's doing now. Like, for example, if you get on resumenow.com, you just put in what you do and it comes out with a whole description. That's what they're going to do with the movies business. And I'm not going to tell where I get my sources from, but someone once told me that they got an offer for a job in Netflix paying 900,000 a year just to work on their AI department. So Netflix is serious.
No, I was listening to a piece of an interview that was out with Paige Kennedy. I don't know know that actor. He's on the Upshaws. He's been his face. He's been on a bunch of different stuff, and he was just talking about like how I can't remember the movie that he was on. It was a pretty big movie, and they wanted to do a sequel. And this is how he knew how powerful the AI stuff was that the AI wrote pretty much close to the concept of what they were writing for the sequel.
Yeah.
And so it's like these studios thinking, well, instead of having a writer for that, they could just have the AI do that and then hire writers for do like a because they do rewrites all the time on scripts. They'll write out a script and okay, we want you to change this, change that. And so, but that's taking away somebody else's job. But they're trying to save money by cutting out some of the. It's just crazy how.
It's crazy how everything is panning itself out. So allegedly, I have to say allegedly with Netflix knocking on our door.
And people think it's not a big deal now, right? But they think it's just affecting the acting community. But look, when you go on Instagram and stuff, you see all these, hey, use AI for this. It's gonna start expanding outside of the acting community. It's gonna start expanding to everybody else's job too.
That's why it's very important. And shout out to the Wall Street Trapper because he said this: 90%, if not 80%, of Blacks and Mexicans work in the service department, as far as like food and all these, that we help the people, like customer service, this and that, grocery stores, fast food, you name it. They're gonna have computers replace those jobs sooner than later. This AI technology is coming fast and it's coming quick. So
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at it, it's just like a whole. I'm looking at it from like a whole different perspective. And maybe this is where my little nerdy selves come out, right? But if you think about it, if they replace us with jobs, right, with AI, our jobs with AI, and then they're also controlling our food, so we're not making any money. Okay, we're not making any money, and then the food is controlled. So if you look at it, it just all points to a point where we as humans are going to be like struggling, everyone, not just, you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing some kind of computer or something or in a major position, everything, you know how like they were saying like your bank account, you're not gonna be able to purchase everything that you want to purchase. You're not gonna be in control. We're gonna be controlled, and we're gonna be controlled as far as the food, our, what we're getting, what we're making, and everything around us is going to be controlled eventually because we're not going to be able to provide for ourselves and for our family. What everybody gonna do?
And
It was
Elon,
all of these people who are not gonna be able to buy groceries, all these people who are not gonna be able to pay for their home and stuff like that. What's gonna happen? Then the government gonna step in and go, oh well, we're gonna give y'all an allowance. We're gonna give y'all a certain amount of money. And guess what? When we give y'all this money, we gonna be want to be able to track what you're doing with it.
it's just like disability and Social Security. They give
Yeah,
you just enough to survive. They don't give you enough to save. That's why
right,
certain people I know personally that take some of their money and put it in a whole different account in a whole different name because they
right,
track your money. Because if you're able to save, you're making too much money.
right,
Yeah.
right. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
It's the
And
elimination of the middle class is what they're working on. They're trying to just have the hands and
exactly,
Yeah, they just trying to
exactly,
have the poor, and then they have the upper class.
right.
That's it.
It's gonna be either or.
It's
And
gonna
that's why
be
it's important
yeah.
for us to stand together when it comes to this AI stuff. We got to put some kind of it have to have a limit. It can't just be able to just do everything no matter the job, no matter the where is the importance of people of their survival and them being able to having the will and the rights to be able to build a happy place for them and their family. In our constitution said we're supposed to be able to be happy. Are we gonna be happy like that? Are we gonna be happy not being able to work, not being able to provide for our families, not being able to, you know what I'm saying? That's not how life's supposed to be. So when you alleviate all these jobs, it's gonna put humans in a rough spot.
I'm a movie buff, and we're gonna get off this subject because it hit hard, like it really does. It's a very scary sight. It's this movie that Matt Damon is in, where he's like staying on Earth, like this is Earth, and Earth is consists of all poor class people, the whole planet, and the other planet it is next to it is like that's number of rich people there, and it's really not a planet. It's like a made planet. Like it's like a spaceship, and it's like the Dark Star and Star Wars. It's built like that, and the upper class people with all the money built that. So they have a machine up there where if you got cancer, you can just walk through it and it just eliminate cancer out your body. They have all the money, and people in the poor is here on Earth, and we're struggling. And it's a movie. It's like, it's a movie, but God damn it, boy, don't it look like it's
on entertainment life.
That's
ooh.
and they found other planets. They found other planets that are able to. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into my geeky part, but
I'm
yes,
trying to tell you,
they
man,
find
because
that
I've
they're
seen
looking for other places that they can live, that they can be, and they can leave whatever destruction gonna be going on here. And yeah, I believe that's what we're gonna be looking like. That's what.
that's it. It seems like it's hard. The evidence is there, so it's right in your face, and it's like pieces by pieces, and you go
Mm-hmm.
about your day, you ignore it, just like global warming,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot. It's right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know,
is.
you see the dividing of the middle class, and and then how hot it is. So it's like, mm,
And then throw some aliens in there.
man, I forgot all about the God.
Oh my
God, come
God.
on back. God, okay.
Listen, they
Take me
that
now.
that like how many times have we heard now? We before we wasn't hearing a lot about reptilian people. It's been so many cases of people saying, no, that's not a human. That's not a human.
They
That's
look up
something
at the
else.
stars to
Let's
share
just
and they go, "What the hell is that? Oh, that's just a weather balloon." Now it's not a weather balloon. It's what you always thought it would be. It
I
was.
know I said last week, I told James, I was just like, after all these years, the government just now decided to confirm that there's aliens. Now they either getting us ready for something or prepping us because they know something's coming or something's on its way.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's exactly how I feel. Because you know what? I did not know that they were how can I say this? That they had aliens here captive,
Yeah,
that they were doing experiments on aliens, trying to
yeah.
see what they're made of, trying to see what their ship's made of, using their technology to better our technology and doing things. We did not know that.
Roswell, Roswell, New Mexico.
Mhm.
I was watching this YouTuber. My son let me see it. And this YouTuber went out to Roswell, New Mexico. He's like out there just walking around, him and another guy and the camera guy. But them police, whoever guards that area, they was on that man ass. And the camera all of a sudden went dark. And then he came back like a week later and was like, he went to jail as trespassing. That's where the aliens ship crash landed in Roswell. You
Well,
cannot stop at Roswell. You have to keep driving.
well, to bring it back full circle, I wonder where all this AI technology come from.
Oh man, let's move on from this, boy. I tell you,
No,
boy.
for real. For real. For real.
Are you right?
Yeah.
Everything that we see in movies, it was an idea from somewhere.
It had to come from
From somewhere.
somewhere. It
Yeah.
had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. And I mean, and who are we to say how much validity there is to it? Uh, we don't know. We just watching. We just watching it for entertainment, but it also opens up the mind to other thoughts that could possibly be going on or happening. We just have to keep our eyes open and stick together and fight the things that we know are not right. The stuff we know are not right, we have to bind together and fight against them. Not just for ourselves, but for the future.
For our kids' future, for our grandkids and their grandkids, for our generation.
Right.
Because we can sit up here and say, well, I'm almost 40, so by that time I'm gonna be out the door.
Yeah.
My son and his kids, and then
Right.
his kids, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yes. So
We know that
Yeah.
stuff not right. We know AI not right. We know cloning not right. We know, man, we know all this stuff not right. We gotta just fight against it
yeah.
and be like, no, we're not taking that.
Where's my folding chair? Get some straightening out here.
Right?
Of course.
Like you know, say straightening. Like I need a little straightening.
All valid points. All valid points. Well, all right, folks. Well, we're getting ready to go into acting a fool. Hopefully I can make Mike laugh this week. This week we're gonna see, by getting to that money bag. Well, at least not us, but somebody got to the money bag. But it's the church's money bag. So is it really the bag you want to get? Okay, we'll talk about that in acting a fool coming up the show. This is the acting the fool segment. I don't know why I'm doing this dance, but I'm just acting the fool. I gotta warm up. Mike, it's been a minute. You ain't been here for a while, so I gotta answer shit. I gotta get some laughs. I'm ready. I've been missing it.
Ha ha. Ha.
Well, let's go. Let's go here. Let's say, is it better to ask for forgiveness before the sin or afterwards?
A little bit of both.
Okay, well, we headed over we're gonna go to Bay County, Florida, right? A Georgia man was recently arrested in Bay County, Florida, where he allegedly broke into a church. He attempted to steal various electronics and caused approximately $8,000 in damage to the church, right? But before he did all that, he baptized himself. So according to the county sheriff's office, they responded to the burglary call at Emory Beach Church of God, and they discovered Derek Porter, a white male who appeared to have used the cinder block to smash the window of the church to get inside. He baptized himself in the water, took a dip in the pool, did all his damage, stole all his electronics. He stole, including television, computer, along with the church's money bags. Who's to say? I don't know if the money was in the bags, but he stole the money bags. The little pouches they put the money in. So after being placed under arrest, Porter stated that he could not remember what happened during various moments inside the church, but he did remember baptizing himself in the baptistry pool and claimed that something held his head underwater in the pool. So he was booked in the Bay County Jail on charges of burglary of an occupied structure, criminal mischief, possession of methamphetamine, that's meth, and possession of a drug paraphernalia.
That was the spirit of somebody's grandma. Held them underwater.
Why you don't
You
get
dirty little
Boy,
thief.
you know,
you know you ain't supposed to be in here.
you know you ain't supposed to be here.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
That's
funny.
drugs, kids.
That one.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I never know he needed that.
Yeah, I felt something holding me down.
You go baptize yourself.
But y'all gotta be careful out here.
You know what they say? Drugs is a terrible thing.
Drugs is hard.
We obviously didn't go through the DARE program.
DARE. That'll be so.
Remember that song DARE?
To keep your kids off drugs.
I'm showing our age now. Okay, but y'all gotta be careful though out here though, because while driving down the road, two robbers jumped into my car and they stole everything. They were pirates of the Caribbean. They were pirates of the Caribbean.
No, Chris.
Come on, now. That was
no. No.
I mean,
No.
I thought it was pretty good.
That was terrible.
And you could tell this guy was an amateur at thievery because a well-executed theft without any fingerprints is a stainless steel. Without any fingerprints. Come on, Mike. No.
No.
Well, hopefully, jail may be good for this guy because sometimes they get smarter once they go to jail. Because when they're in court, do you know when criminals usually get smart?
When,
Chris? Tell us.
When the judge throws the book at him. Come on.
Good God. Somebody need to hold you down on some baptized water.
Maybe I hate your whole life, man.
Somebody need to hold you down in some baptized water.
I think those jokes are stupid.
Baptized water.
Come on down.
Chris.
Those are classic dad jokes.
The pirates of the Caribbean, that one was good. I like that.
No, it was not. Don't do that, man. Don't hype that man up. That's ridiculous. That got to be the most terrible one out of your bag since you done started this. That's horrible.
I think it was great.
Come on, bro.
Just hate it. Just like the old Steelers back there. Anyway.
All right, so the Caribbean. What is wrong with you, boy? You bumper cloud.
You bumper cloud.
You bumper cloud. You rude boy. You bumper cloud. You
Oh man. All right. So
Chris.
What he did? So you come in here, boy. We did terrible jokes. Yeah.
Good. Anyway, heading over. We're getting ready to go to the balancing act, y'all. There was some groundbreaking things happened this week. I don't know if people caught it, but hey, we got a first of something that happened this week. So we'll talk about it in the balancing act coming up. All right, we are at the balancing act. We definitely want to recognize those that's doing groundbreaking stuff, give flowers to those that we can, and just recognize certain accomplishments. And in a groundbreaking moment of space tourism, Virgin Galactic has launched its historic first flight that included a Black mom and daughter, a duo who won a free $250,000 ticket. Miss Keisha Skashaf, excuse me if I mispronounced that, and Miss Anastasia Mayers, age 18, have secured their spots on the extraordinary trip, making them the first Caribbean natives to venture into space. That's very significant because it doesn't end there. Mayers, who I said was 18, she also becomes the second youngest person to ever reach space. Yeah, so joining the trip. I mean, it's video online. You can see them when they're taking a trip. They're in space, and you can tell when they got to space, they start floating, and just them taking in the sights and just looking at just the Earth. It said it changed their whole perspective just on just the world.
Nice.
Yeah. So
It's not like it's for to say underwater.
you say what?
It's not like it's for to say underwater.
See that? I think
No underwater.
Yeah, so it was definitely a monumental moment. Miss Mayers, she said that this experience has grounded me, awoken me. I feel more connected to Earth and motivated to explore, and even more adventurous. And for me in the future, it will be just an adventure and searching for incredible experiences. So that's awesome to have an 18 to go into space. You know how much swag that is for an 18-year-old. I went to space. What about you?
That's good. And then also too, that shows that young lady has a lot of motivation. And she, and she had, she's very, because to go into space, man, that's a lot of dedication and motivation. So shout out to, that's big.
That's huge. Yes.
I believe the children are our future. Lift their hands, let them lead the
My
way.
lighter going.
We
were talking about Whitney earlier, right? Shout out to Whitney.
I had to get in my bag. Love of all.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that note. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, what a great show! Great show. Again, shout out to our host Josh. He's shooting that Western,
that old Western.
Having a showdown on I don't know why I'm doing this voice, but yeah, shout out to Josh, man. He's out there working hard, man. So definitely a great show, guys. Great show, man. Anybody got any last words?
Shout out, Jeff. Oh, yeah, I just have something that I wanted to say. This week, everyone, I want y'all to try to dream big for yourself. I know sometimes we can set our dreams a little short, and not have full confidence in ourselves, but dream big. Don't let somebody else dream bigger for you than you dream for you. So yeah, I just want to encourage everyone to reach to the sky, reach to the stars, and reach further than that if you can.
That's right. That's right.
You got anything, Mike?
Well, yeah, man, to all of my men and women out there that's working outside in this weather, there's heat waves. We mentioned that on top of the show. And to all of the men and women out there making a living, steel toe boots and hard hats. I was there before, not too far away from that, and all of the mail carriers and part delivery guys, people out here working in the heat. Stay safe. You are appreciated. Just trying to make a living. And to the homeless that has to deal with this weather as well, my heart, my prayers go out to you. They've been opening up shelters and giving people water. And that's this lady on 1960, not to get into it because it hurts my feelings when I talk about it. She sits in a wheelchair just in the middle of the heat on the street, on the side of the curve, and she has like stuff to block the sun. But she's only there for a little bit because someone obviously picks her up and takes her somewhere. So if you see someone out here in this weather or someone, just reach back and help. Give somebody some water. You see a homeless person on the street, man, it's hot. We go jumping in and out the AC because we're blessed. From our cars to our home. They have to be out there. So no matter how you feel, give someone some water. We need to bring humanity back.
Agreed. Yeah. That's it. And positive quote. Gonna end with this positive quote. You are the artist of your own life. Don't hand a paintbrush to anyone else. Life is the art of drawing without an eraser. Take that with you.
That's right.
And on that note, we out.
Yes, sir.